Hello everyone, it's Mary Petriconi here, The Secret Life of Artist. I'm in good company with Rembrandt behind me. I came to the studio. I'm attempting to get better at this, so I think I got it at a good angle. I'm using an easel, a watercolor easel that I put up. It seems to work well. And I want to tell you that today and tomorrow, Thursday and Friday in this town, I heard from a parent and they're having a project called Chalk Your Walk, where you go out and draw things in colored chalk, draw either pictures or encouraging messages. So when people are driving around or taking a walk, they can have an art show and be encouraged at the same time. You know, I was so nervous yesterday that I couldn't even relax my face. Today I'm much more relaxed. So hopefully I'll smile a little bit more. My friend Bruce from Minnesota told me I didn't look happy. I was just nervous. But I realize that my whole intention in doing this was, with the title and everything, was to tell you, you are creative. You are creative in a way that no one else is. And it may not be with painting, drawing, may not be in that visual art sense. I have never subscribed to the belief that there are people born creative and people born non-creative. I think that there's so many different forms of creativity. There's people who know how to put somebody's at ease when they're dying. If you don't think that's creative, please. There's people who know how to celebrate and to throw celebrations for people. One of my students in his response, Trey, said, "Hey, hermit." You know, I think that as a hermit, I can encourage you that there is something that you can do, even with social distancing. There's something that you can find or do. Maybe you haven't discovered it yet. That's my whole motivation in being in front of you. Please share it with me if you have any questions. Yesterday, when I made that first video, I was very uncomfortable and did not want to hit post. But what's stronger in me is I never want people to feel that they're alone. And you're not alone now. And there is something that you can do. I took a walk yesterday and one of my neighbors, a neighbor I didn't know, I was on a street I didn't normally go. He was walking with his walker out to the mailbox. And around. I asked him how he was doing. He said, okay, this is the first time I've been out in 3 days. And then I kept walking, and I went back and I said, do you need anything? He said, no, my housekeeper's taking care of it all, but thank you for asking. We told each other our names. We have an opportunity to do this right now. You know, I tell you how I feel about getting on this, because this is really out of my comfort zone. I'm looking up because I'm going to keep it to 10 minutes. So I wanted to, besides Chalk Your Walk, I wanted to hear your ideas of things that you're doing. And I wanted to tell you about a couple of websites if you're interested in watching artists, because obviously I'm an art-aholic. I'm an art head. I love everything art. So I was going to give you a couple of ideas of things that you could do. Those of us here in Florida go through many times being without electricity. So it's such a blessing that we have electricity while we're stuck in, and we can use technology. Oh, that's something I wanted to tell you before I tell you about these sites. I was talking to my nephew Adam last night, Adam DeRosa from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and he's in a adult band. And of course they can't get together for rehearsals, but they were doing group FaceTime chats to keep everybody in the loop. And he's one of the people last night that encouraged me about doing this. And so I'd love to hear those ideas. And if you know how to share them on my YouTube, you can put them on there. I don't know how to tell you how to do that, but okay, so there's 2 websites of artists that you can watch, and one is called David Jamieson, and his last name is spelled Jamieson. And all you have to do is Google him. He's a fine art studio, I believe, in Chicago. And I cannot remember the name of the studio, but he will come up. Put David Jamieson, graphite artist. He works in pencil. He does mostly portraits. And he shows the whole creation from beginning to end, with sometimes the person being there while he's doing it. He doesn't do a whole bunch of chatting, which is good. So you're getting a view of watching an artist from behind the scenes. It's great. The other artist to check out on YouTube, the spelling of his name is Zimou. Last name or next name is a space, is Tan, capital T-A-N. Now he works in oils, watercolor, charcoal, pencil, and he's phenomenal. He just plays music while he's working. Sometimes he speeds it up, but you see the whole thing from beginning to end. And there's one part of it, his series, where he paints portraits of people on used Metro cards. I love that. 2 things for the price of 1. Reusing it, repurposing it. That's what the kids tell me it's called. So I am going to keep this to 10 minutes. Find what you're good at. And if most of what you're good at involves other people, write them, call them, reach out. Have a nice day. Bye.